So, ladies and gentlemen, your board man NJ to the city. Once again, let's get back into it. So, as I'm right here, sitting down watching HGTV Hometown, and thinking about my future life when it comes to raising a family, of my own, having kids and having a spouse. I just thought about this idea yesterday. I'm gonna put myself on a 5 year plan for this, a 5 year plan because I'm 22 now. So I just did the math 2 minutes ago, if not complete 5 minutes ago. So in 5 years, I will be 28 years old. And I mean, in terms of if you were to start from 2022, that's where I started off at in this mental math. That I'll be 22. I'll be yeah. Yeah, that's where I started off in this process. That I'll be. I started off at 2022 as the official, start marker for this 5 year plan of getting getting children of my own and a spouse. And I thought to myself, yeah, a 5 year plan. So I'm very excited for that. And the reason why I say let's start next year with a 5 year plan because in St. Johns County School District, let alone St. Johns County, if you've ever been through, phenomenal, you see what I see. If you haven't, go through, you'll see what I see. It's so beautiful. It's so luxurious almost everywhere you look, pretty much. It is a winter wonderland in the summer. And it is just what you need and what you want for a ever-growing, expanding family. And I want people to absolutely understand, how far I'm going with this, let alone, how far they should be going with this. And what that means is, I am literally practically on the welcoming committee, or I at least need to be, on the welcoming committee to St. John's, really the entire state of Florida in general, because I advertise my state and my community like no other, and so on. And I have done what I could to advertise the community to my relatives on several different occasions because they have, children that are still, within single digits and a couple, actually one within still single digits and the other few are actually in double digits now, early double digits. But I've tried what I could to advertise the community, the state to them on several different occasions. Not just St. John's, really. St. John's, Duval, really everywhere. You don't have to be next to me. You can move anywhere around the state, but enjoy the Sunshine State with me. And so on, because there's so many riches here. The rhymes are all me, and I'm telling you, yeah, I'm trying to make another rhyme there. But, for anybody out there watching, it's worth the lifestyle. It's worth the lifestyle. It's worth the risk. It's worth the cost. It's worth every penny, because the lifestyle is a dime, etc. And what that means is I want everybody to understand very much, yeah, it's a 5 year plan to hopefully get me a wife and kids of my own. Thus far, I've told myself I'm just going to stick with, just adopting the kids the way I do, as my little brothers and little sisters of the next generation. That's what I'm going to just keep doing for now because my gut tells me that raising children, Nate, is way more than just giving a bunch of motivational speeches to them and yada, yada. Raising children that live with you more specifically here. Raising children is a very hands-on process that you have to be there for the bumps, the bruises, the good times, the happy times, the bad times, the near death, nightmarish times. You have to be willing to, I want to say, even wear many different hats, and you have to be willing to experience many different emotions in order to survive it, let alone let yourself grow with your children, and so on. Learn, build, and grow with your children so you can build a better family, and so on. Let alone also your spouse, so you can have a sweeter, more wholesome, happier marriage. And so starting in 2022, I'm going to put myself on a 5 year plan to get this stuff in order of like, yeah, to, well, actually, more so to start a clock. I wouldn't say get anything in order. Start a clock. In 2022, I'm gonna start this clock that I am gonna, that between now, but that between 2022 and 5 years, from 2022, I should have a wife and I don't know how many kids, but I should have all that and so on. And I'm very excited for that because that is my life in terms of, especially out in St. Johns County, where it's ever growing, ever building, ever expanding. I want people to understand what we're going through, and that means in a good, happy way. New developments are popping up everywhere. New storefronts are popping up everywhere. People are moving there in droves. It's one of the fastest, if not top two. If it's not, yeah, to fastest, one of the fastest, if not top two. Top two, if not number one, highest, grossing communities in our country. And dare I even say, to put it in more plural terms, if not more progressive terms, if not just more fluent terms. I know you can look it up on Nocatee online, and it'll tell you that Nocatee definitely is it's top two, if not directly number one, for one of the fastest developing communities in our entire country. And I'm very happy and proud of that. And the 5-year plan for children and a wife is to say that I am too good at talking the community up to my family in Mississippi, my relatives. I'm too good at talking it up to them. But if they don't want to, be there like I want to be there, let me just have my own family, and let me, have my own kids go to St. Johns County schools, and so on, and let me and my wife continuously do the same work that I already do, and let me, let's again. That's build up the best community that we can, and have the whole family be, again, that proud family that the whole community, loves, admires, dare I say, wants to be like, and absolutely reveres with, all their heart and soul. And so on. I just know that it's possible. And like I said, it's not exclusive to Nocatee. It's not exclusive to St. John's. But at the same time, I'm just using that as a core example because that is the community, that I totally want, to raise my future family once I started somewhere within these next 5 years, starting in 2022. That's the clock that I'm going for. By the end of that clock, 5 years from 2022, I should have a wife and I don't know how many children, but you get the point. And because we're gonna do both. We're gonna have kids through birth and kids that we adopt out of foster care and more. Because the wife that I obviously marry, she's gonna have, I would say, the same love, if not close to the same love for children as I do. And we're gonna know the whatchamacallit, I don't want to say stress levels because that doesn't make any sense for what I'm gonna say. We know the need more so, actually, we know the need for kids in foster care to have home, to have good parents who love them and are, dare I say, willing to die for them, to get closer to Christ so we can all live a better life, and so on. And I really do think that other people out there, you should probably do the same thing. Take up a 5-year plan to get yourself a spouse and get yourself children. Take up a 5-year plan, and make little niches and little knots here and there that, again, sets you up for success at the end of that 5 years to have everything you wanted, and I would even say more of what you wanted to. At least for me, that's what it's going to be for me because, I don't have, God, my judge witness, I'm too good of a spokesperson for Nocatee and St. John's and really the entire state of Florida. I am not going to keep on, it's like saying I'm not going to force anybody or can't force anybody, to, come and enjoy the Sunshine State lifestyle with me, let alone with us, and it's like, God bless my relatives, God bless my family, but it's like if I can't get any of them to put their kids, in our schools and move to, really anywhere and everywhere around. But if I can't get them to see what I see or see what I see enough to where they're hungry for it themselves, then I just gotta raise my own family. I gotta just make my own family and put my own kids in the schools, and we'll just be, again, that staple of the community together. And I would say that because I'm NJ to the city, so you know my name. And that's exactly what I already am and what I will continue to keep growing into being as time goes on. And now, once again, and like I said, because St. Johns County is as well, continuously building new schools, and so on. So I want my kids to be a part of that. And that's why I say it's a 5-year plan here, because I want my kids to be a part of that, with St. Johns County. I want my kids to be a part of that, and so on. And for all schools and parents watching this that might be from the area and or just from the state of Florida in general, absolutely, I'm talking up really everywhere, but I'm talking definitely up with St. John's and Duval and so on. But definitely with the school system here, I'm talking up St. John's. I want my kids to be a part of that with St. John's. And what that means is, I'm going to be hands-on. This is just not me just putting my kids in there just to put them in there so that they can be a part of a number-wise positive school. No, I'm putting my kids in there so we can, again, learn, build, and grow with this school and its further development together. We're going to be pioneers of greatness in this school together, let alone in the schools together, let alone in the community together, if that makes sense. Because I mean it when I tell you that, yeah, St. Johns County is numbers-wise the highest ranked in the entire state of Florida, but we're trying to go beyond numbers here. We're trying to go off of real, genuine hospitality, off of real, genuine love thy neighbor as thyself, like pretty much the same thing I was doing when I was a school student in these high school. We're living up to the numbers. We're not just having the numbers on the outside for show, and then once you get in, it's a wrecking ball of like, where's this at? Why is that this? Do I really have to do that? To an extent, the kids are going to be proud staples of the community as I already am, and they're absolutely going to enjoy school. This is going to be a hands-on experience in and out of school, all around the community with me and my future family over the and so on. That it's going to be a hands-on collaborative, and not just with St. John's. I just keep using St. John's as the prime example because that's where we're going to live, or at least we're going to primarily live. Because I'm going to own houses everywhere. And if not everywhere, quite a few places. But St. John's is definitely the number one place I'm going to own a home, and so on. And I just want people to understand, like, this is not just some number-wise driven. I just want my family to be a part of, no, this is I'm from the area. I went to high school in the area, spent most of my life in Duval, though. But, I'm from pretty much both areas, and I want to thrive with both areas. I want to thrive with Duval. I want to thrive with St. John's, but particularly for the school system, I want to hands-on thrive with St. John's and make St. John's County School District the absolute best school district it can. No, inside and out. Work with the community, around us, so everybody can, once again, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, not only do you know my name, you know my kid's name, you know my wife's name, but you know that this is a family inside and out. Not just in my household, but in your household, in the surrounding communities. This is a family. No matter who you are, no matter where you're at, no matter what house you're in, this is a family. It's not just a slogan. Nisa's family is a lifestyle. And I hope everybody can understand what I'm saying, because I don't think it's hard to understand, and so on, and that's what this is. We're going to be proud staples of the community, which is what I already am. But you get the point. You get the point. And it's just a fact, being, like I said, because I can't keep on, I keep talking up the community, in the schools to my relatives, and I just can't keep waiting for them to, pack up and move. I guess you could say more specifically, if their heart's not in it, if that's not where they feel like God is leading them. I can't keep just talking up to them and then looking disappointed when they don't want to pack up and move, if that's not, you could say, again, what God wants for them. So instead, I need to just make my own, a family, and I need to, put my kids in the schools, and I need to, do what I can to have the most hands-on relationship with the community and the schools inside and out, as possible, to make everything light up and everything just great. And so on. I think, again, y'all understand. I'm pretty sure I'm not speaking a foreign language here. I'm pretty sure everybody gets it as solidly as I'm explaining it. And again, it's a 5-year plan to hopefully get me a wife, get me some children. So by the end of that term, I should have all of that. But the clock to start it, the clock to start it, happens in 2022. Now that doesn't mean like it's 2022. I'm immediately looking for a wife to begin with. I'm still I'm still gonna be doing me with talking to everybody. But it does mean that I'm when I'm talking to everybody, I'm telling them again that much more about my lifestyle and my plan for this 5-year plan, and see who does fit it best. And just move out the cabin as such. God bless.